Coach, you can introduce your players and a little recap of the game then, and then ask you questions.
To my left is Caden Fish, senior. To my right, Jared Lee, senior. And to his right, Kyan Evans, senior. With regard to recap, we played really, really good defense. Really good defense. And that's where we hung our hat in all the conversations we had, whether it be timeouts or in the locker room at halftime. And obviously, every day prior to this day with this group of kids and all the kids we've ever coached. If you defend, you'll always have a chance. And we just gave ourselves a chance, regardless of the lack of scoring we were going through and some of the lulls and some of the things that just weren't going for us on the offensive end. But we just kept plugging away and trying our best to get as close as we could to the basket and stick it off the glass and make it. You always worry that when you go in and talk to teenagers about offense, that they'll get a little shy because you don't want to take anything away from them. So, we implored upon them to just keep pushing and doing what we do. And that was the conversation more than anything. Just keep doing it. We're going to be fine. Just keep doing it.
Yeah, first half quite that sluggish this year.
Oh, yeah. I don't know that we're known for it, but we've had it. A couple, just a couple different times where we just can't get it going. And the thing is, we're getting it kind of where we wanted. We didn't finish much, and we chased them. We were short possessions, chasing shots, and everybody trying to hit a home run instead of let's just keep hitting singles and just get the runners around, and we'll be fine. Just play a bunch of dudes, but we're trying to hit home runs.
You're down 4, I think, there early third, and then you just put together the big run to finish. What changed there in your mind when they're up 25-21 at that point? You start hitting shots, or just
that's some of the shots. Yeah. But a lot of it is just defensive effort. Like I thought we got into a few more traps than we were getting into. We rotated a little harder than we were previously. Our gap defense got a lot better deflections and got into some runouts. I think the big thing that happened on that run is we got to run. We got to run in transition, and we're generally a transition team. And when you try to make us play chess, it's a much more difficult task for us than it is to play 94 foot of basketball.
Kyan, we had a feeling that you guys could do this all season long. Just have that moment to where you guys did it. Just how's that feel for you now?
It's a great feeling. This is my third time, or our third time coming here. We didn't get to freshman year, but just finally get it done. Great feeling.
Did the tournament champions, you guys have been here last year on the same floor, obviously, but what did the tournament champions do for you guys to prepare for this weekend?
It did a lot. I feel like last year, coming in here, we had a really sluggish first half against Nixa, and that kind of hurt us in the end. But just coming in here, having tournament champions, being able to play on this court for 4th time this year, it's a big help. 5th time.
Coach, was it hard for you to get your guys to erase the outcome from playing them in the TSC, the margin, and what had happened the first time?
We never really talked about it other than to just – we have so much respect for the game of basketball as a coaching staff and as a group of kids that we know this. And the good thing for us, this happened in our district. Like we beat the pants off of Oak Park in December, and then we had to play them for the district championship. And it's not only, an in-state rival or the second best team according to so many people or whatever it might be. They're 10 blocks down the road. and we had to play them again after having got on them pretty good earlier in the year, and that game ended up 7. So we know what this is. And our league is a home and home league, so we play everybody twice, and the second time around is miserable. It's just miserable. Class 6 lends itself to some of the best coaching in the state, obviously. Some of the biggest, best jobs are in our class, and everyone treats it as such. So the preparation and the things that people go through to get into and out of the first game and then into the second game and sometimes third and fourth games, we respect that a bunch.
Coach, what does it mean for you to, you're able to get here for several years with Lafayette? What's this mean to get this one here, to finally get a state championship?
It just feels really good to have the biggest trophy finally. I've been to 9 Final Fours, and this is my first one. It's the biggest one. It's got the number 1 on it too, and it's just special. All it really says is how lucky I am to have these kids here. When you're in the biggest class, oftentimes if you don't have Division I players, you can't win this thing. It's just kind of been over the years the thing. It's the weirdest thing. Kyle Wolf won one, but that team didn't have one. But it's so rare. Well, then when 3 of them signed in November to Division I universities, there's a little bit of pressure. And at that moment, you got a chance. I know we got a chance even before that, but you got a chance. And so, yeah, this is just a culmination of really hard work. These guys all played varsity basketball as freshmen. And I hear them say, my son's on the team, so they're friends with my son. And I know they talk about, we're going to get this for Coach Neff. We're going to get this for Coach Neff. I think a lot of kids are trying to get it for Coach Neff. And I'm just lucky to have this group here.
Caden, what does this mean to you?
I don't even have words, but like to me and the team, you could just see, as soon as the clock hit 0, I mean, everyone erupts. Like it's not just us 12, 13 dudes. It's all the parents, all the fans. They've been along with us every step of the way. So they say it takes a village, and all the hard work, all the blood, sweat, and tears that we put into it day in and day out. It's just great to finally have something to prove, that we did the work.
Can we get a rematch with you and Rashawn next week?
We would love that.
If
they come to R2, they got to come to R2. We're on the road.
Kind of the alley-oop and dunk there in the second half, does that rank among your favorites probably? Because it seemed like that was kind of the death blow for there. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just happy for Cam to get that. He was kind of, I'm not going to say he was struggling, but he was in his head a little bit. But for him to get that in his last game, and then for the team in general, I feel like that just put us over the top. So, yeah.
And Coach, was it a matter for you guys just making sure you knew where Braden Shorter was at all times? Because he got loose a little bit in the second quarter there, and that's when they kind of made their run.
Oh, yeah, he's fantastic. And he was doing everything he could to try to win the game for them. He played so hard and so well. And he had to play against 5 Staley Falcons every single possession. Like that was the key to the game. Although at the same time, Edding's the head of the snake. Like I love that kid. He can play for me any day. I love him. He's so good. So those two were the focal point more than anything else. And like I said, Braden Shorter, wow, really good.
Going back to that Vashon game, Big Cameron got in foul trouble. It was such a weird game, obviously losing overtime, but when he picked up those 2 quick fouls in the third quarter, do you start to worry at all that, that's actually when the game changed, but in your favor when Caden stepped up and Wilson, but does that worry you at that point when?
Yeah, Cameron's been in foul trouble maybe 4 of our last 10, and it's been 4 games that we've had to, just fight our way out of the gym. Because he's so important to us, he's so long and so athletic, and he runs the floor so well, and he gets his hands and his size involved in so much of our defensive plan that to be without him, we don't get really like regular. We just get less impressive, and he hurts us when he fouls. And they were bad fouls. Like he didn't have to do any of those. He could have just been in better position, made better decisions.
Anything else? All right, thanks, guys.
You bet.
Congrats, guys.
Thank you very much.